Moment with you here. Be just one moment. This is Henry Kramer 605 Chaser. Be just one moment here trying to get everything going. All right. Hello, this is Henry Kramer 605 Chaser. I apologize for the focus, having some issues with the camera here. Coming to you live in the studio. Okay, one moment here. If we can get that to focus, we'll be good. All right, I think we have it now, so I'm going to try this one more time here. All right, so I moved out of the frame a little too quick. I think it'll take a moment here. 605 Chaser, Henry Kramer here. Wanted to give you an update with regards to what we're expecting for some severe weather on the 11th. First of all, this is the latest information from the Storm Prediction Center. We see a slight risk here. Obviously, Sioux Falls, we have Huron, we even have out to Pierre. The day two, this is a day three we're looking at right now. So the day two, which would be tomorrow, we're actually expecting out west in Rapid City, the front that's coming, kind of a Colorado storm system coming, ejecting out of the northeast part of Colorado, and then eventually moving in a northeasterly direction coming from the southwest. I'm going to kind of move things along here with one of the models that we have. Keep forgetting that I have this handy thing here that I can do this without having to move too much. So I'm going to shut off the Storm Prediction Center information here. So bear with me one moment. And then I'm going to put this into play here. Let me actually just go to the southeast portion of South Dakota here. And then we'll take a look at what, if we play this out and see how this is going to end here. I'm actually going to back it up a little ways here. So if we play this out, let me actually go back to a broader perspective here. So as you can see, around 4 a.m., storms start entering. This would be tonight into tomorrow. Storms start entering in. And then what we can also expect if we just play this along, the storms, obviously, you can see out west, they really start firing up there in the overnight. We'll play this along. This one's going to show kind of a line developing down here. This is just one model. This would be the HRRR 48-hour model. And then if we advance this over into the 10th here, if we can get that far, there we go. In the evening of tomorrow night, as you can see down in our lovely Valentine, Nebraska and Winter area, as those storms typically fire up on the Nebraska-South Dakota border. Then as we go into the overnight on the 10th, kind of quiet for a little bit. And then this particular model isn't going to go much farther, but as you can see down below, it's a little harder to see with this angle, but we do have some storms popping up in the O'Neill area trying to get going. I'm going to switch another model here real quick. I apologize. We'll just keep that going a little bit faster. In one moment, I'm going to switch to a different model to load that here. We'll clear all this out, and we'll go to the GFS. This is a this GFS model is the high resolution model, and this brings it out a little bit farther. Of course, if it is bringing it out a little bit farther, it does have a tendency, because it's a long range type forecast, it has a tendency to be an issue where it might show us having more severe weather than increasing the likelihood of certain things a little bit more is what I'm trying to say. So let me just load that real quick. Appreciate you all joining. Be one moment here. Appreciate you all joining here. I'm just going to slow things down a little bit to see if we can show right there. That's on the 12th. If I back this up a little bit, it's kind of scattered there, but as you can see, spotty showers there. It's having a hard time depicting everything, but there's 4 a.m. This is estimate based on the GFS high resolution model. But what we are expecting to see is, a chance of some tornadoes or a tornado or two. Currently, the National Weather Service is more concerned about the Nebraska area having those, but I would not be a bit surprised to see a tornado somewhere in the central area, south central area of South Dakota. I can't forecast with 100% certainty, but if I was going to be chasing, which I may end up doing, that would be where I would target myself to see how that goes. But obviously, as you can tell, lots of rain. Hail threat's going to be there. This particular model is having a hard time getting it going to show everything that we want. But by the 14th, everything's kind of fizzled out and good to go. I just want to give you that live update. I know it didn't work as well as I wanted to, so we're just kind of flying by it. But stay tuned on YouTube more so than Facebook. The likelihood of me going Facebook Live is quickly diminishing for my storm chasing. So if you have not subscribed on YouTube channel yet, which would be same 605 Chaser, at 605 Chaser for YouTube is how you can find me. So if we do end up going live storm chasing on Thursday, that would be the panel that I would, or the platform that I would use. So again, appreciate you joining, and you guys stay safe. This is Henry Kramer, 605 Chaser.